What's up, everybody? My name is Valentine, and I hope you all are doing fantastic. I hope all your dreams and desires are starting to align themselves in the kind of manner that pleases you. It is truly my prayer that each and every one of you gets to actualize their dreams. This is
Value Moments. Yes, guys.
He's been dying to do that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, make fun of her a lot.
Okay, yeah, he does. So yes, guys, welcome to another episode of Value Moments. And today's episode is a follow-up of our previous episode where we talked about the things that I wish I learned before starting a business. So yes, if you haven't watched that video, I'll link it down below on the description box. Make sure you check it out so that you can follow up with this conversation. And because you amazing people have been reaching out to me over that conversation.
Hey, and by the way, when we say guys have been reaching out, it's actually true. Guys have been reaching out. Know those guys who are speaking to a room full of reverb and echo. Which guys? It's not a hoax.
So it's not a hoax, yeah. So it's real. People have been reaching out over that conversation. And I felt, why not have a follow-up conversation where we can, get deeper, get in there, get into those things that I was trying to talk about, just make us understand better and understand those things, in particular, what are we talking about? And who better to take us through this conversation than my lovely husband? Guys, this guy is amazing. He's brilliant, he's wise, he's smart. You think I'm smart, he's smart.
Thank you, babe.
He's the smart behind my smart. You think I'm smart? It's his work.
Is this what they mean by Bwana Asifiwe?
Bwana Asifiwe. Totally, people. So you'll get to see for yourselves what I'm talking about. I'll let him introduce himself, and then we'll just get right in there about what we're going to talk about today.
All right. My name is Dennis Nginya, also known as Expo.
Yeah.
Been a gospel minister for a while now. But other than that, I have a communications degree in public relations. But aside from that, I've been doing a lot of volunteer work for over 8 years. Volunteer work and ministry combined. And then after that, stepped back into communication and then got a bit of exposure in lifestyle electronics, creating lifestyle electronics. And there are key lessons that you learn from there. Then now I'm in education. I'm in the education sector.
Yeah.
So Rona did us bad. It did, because since March we've been shut down, but it's been a time where I'm just grateful to God that He's taking care of us. He's fed us our income streams. Of course, in vital lessons that we've learned during that time, gotten time to spend with my family, enjoyed it. So let's get into it. So one important thing that you talked about in your last video is where you said get your legalities correct, right? And this is something that I need to get people on, especially in your early 20s, and it's your business that you've just started. Many people gloss over the registration process. Like you get someone to do it for you, and that someone is not advising you on what to do. Those guys who register your business for you at 22K or 25K, I don't know what the rate is right now. But instead of telling you, like, these are the nitty-gritties, like these are how the share allocation is, and your CR12 will look like this, etc. Those things are really necessary, because first year, second year, third year, of course, every business has a phase. The first 3 years, you're doing more entrepreneurship work. There's a lot of flexibility. But you move now into the management phase. And after moving into management phase, now you're going corporate. And maybe here I want to talk about, give an example. For example, Home 254. Those are the CEO is a good friend of mine. And they've stepped away from the entrepreneurship stage. They've now stepped into management phase, and those are signs of growth. Anyway, moving away from that example, there are many people, and it doesn't have to be, a fancy business. I'm talking about even kinyozi. I'm talking about even what other business? Your delivery business or drop shipping business, if that's popular here. That there is that cycle, that there's the entrepreneurial stage, but then there's the management phase, and then now you step into corporate. Because all these corporate companies that we have all started somewhere from an idea, and they got backing, and they grew, and became and morphed and became something huge. But along with getting your legal right, your historical records, keeping of historical records, that is something very important that you need to do. Let no one cheat you that you will never need outsiders' money to boost or scale up your business. You will need outsiders' money, whether a bank, whether a credit, microfinance institution, or an angel investor. Your historical record needs to be A1. And here's the thing. Just eat that elephant slowly. Like, keep your records correct. Keep your receipts correct. Your cash flow. Ensure that it's going into the right account. I mean, there are some people who you receive payments from a client through your M-Pesa. Your M-Pesa is not linked to your business account. And then now how do you reconcile the two? Is it making sense? And here you are, okay, before we go even further, the other one is, apart from your bank statement, your historical records in terms of the bank statement or transaction statement for your business or statement of accounts, the other thing that you really need to get in order is your credit rating. And this one, your individual credit rating, this one you really need to be smart about. Now, unfortunately, how these mobile lending companies ended up in our space is they just enticed you. And they enticed and said, get 600 shillings. Like someone said, they sent me a message, get 600 shillings for every referral you give us. What you don't know is your credit rating starts off from a high place. But because of 1,000 shillings or 500 shillings, there are people whose credit rating has dropped all the way till about 450. I don't know if that's the lowest. But it's gone low. People are being blacklisted because of 100 bob or something.
Guys.
Trust me on this one. There's a friend of mine who was listed. He thought he had paid off all his loans with these mobile lenders. Goes, tries to get a clearance certificate. He's paid off like a huge sum. Then the lender is claiming for 65 shillings. So he's blacklisted because of 65 shillings. Yeah?
What?
Because of me, I don't know, M-Pesa charge or what, I don't know what that was. But because of 65 shillings, the guy has remained blacklisted, or his credit rating is bad for about 4 months because of 65 bob. And the lender will not tell you, please clear your 65 shillings. No, they won't. So there's a lot of people whose credit rating is being ruined right now because of small fees. So you need to delay your gratification, especially for, and what do people get that money for? I don't know, is it food or leisure? I don't know what you use that money for, but be wise on how you approach those mobile lenders, okay? Then the other point that I wanted to say is, your bank is not your 844 teacher.
Okay.
High school teacher. Where? Stand, sit. Don't talk. You noisemaker. Go wait for me outside in this. No, that's not how you approach your bank, your relationship with your bank. In fact, you need to have a relationship with the bank. And what people don't know is that you can actually foster a relationship with your bank, the people at your bank. At the end of the day, they are people.
They're people.
They are people. You can find out their name. You can find out what they're doing. You can even pitch passionately as you're opening your account to the relationship manager or whatever. Just make sure that even if you're in your early 20s, start getting noticed at your bank because in as much as when the time comes when you've registered for a tender and you require something called the letter of credit from the bank, you will actually, because of good relationships and because of a good historical records, they can take a risk on you and actually support you in your venture. Like, I know of a friend who registered a company, a very young company, and actually decided to get a tender from a power generating company in an East African country. Anyway.
Yeah.
So she was required to supply electrical wires. This is a steamer. These ones for the power lines.
Yeah.
She was supposed to supply an equivalent worth of 200 million. So now you tell me,
what?
200 million is how many people contributing 1,000? Even for your medical bill, the people who they still can't contribute that amount.
Yeah.
So where do you get 200 million from? And does that mean that by you not having that 200 million, should you lose that opportunity?
Tender, yeah.
No. And because of the government encouraging young people to companies to set aside, is it 30% of all tenders to go to the young people? She got it.
Yeah.
So she was wise and she went and asked for wisdom from her bank, and her bank told her there's something called a letter of credit. Okay?
Yes.
So a letter of credit is now the bank telling the supplier in, let's say, China, that we will back the payment for this person. You supply the goods based on this letter of credit. Then those guys supplied, they landed, they received the letter of credit, and then got their materials. They checked the quality, it was good. They paid her, and from her account she gave a cut to the bank. And remember, now the bank paid the
supplier.
The bank paid the supplier.
Yeah.
Then the bank recouped from her.
Wow.
And just like that, she entered into 20 million profit.
Whoa.
Okay?
Yeah.
All because of being thorough with your historical record. Okay?
And the relationship that
she built with her bank.
Yeah.
So your bank shouldn't be 844. They'll go in there, dismiss you. I remember I was trying to bank when I was 19. So I've sold all this music, unlike other gospel artists who made promises and never delivered. So you sell your music, and where do I take this money?
Yeah.
Go and take it to the bank. So I remember there's a bank walinipuuza because I was bringing in my small amounts. But I'm a young dude. Then I was, I think, 21. I was 21. But kidogo ujaza? Kibaba. Yeah. Little by little, we'll fill the drum.
Yeah.
If I can loosely translate it that way. Now, the other thing that people need to be wary about is entering into contractual agreements. Now, how you enter into contractual agreements, don't think that a lawyer's job is just to make sure that you're not being stolen from. A lawyer's job is also, if you get a good lawyer, that lawyer should also fight for you to give you wiggle room in that contract. If you're entering a partnership with someone, you need to have room to wiggle, and you need to remove a certain amount of liability from you.
Yeah.
Is it making sense?
Yeah, it is.
But, guys, it all starts from, before you even get to that level, it all starts from how you are able to negotiate. And this is something that you need to get, a skill that you really need to get.
Yeah.
How to negotiate. People just accept. You're so desperate, you want that job, as though if they say no, that means the deal is off the table, nothing can move. Now, unfortunately, in the economy, there's so many players jostling for position that someone who is looking for a service can choose. So they don't give you room for negotiation. But my prayer is, as we said, our prayer is that you get to a place where you're able to negotiate.
Yeah.
Get to a place where you're able to find some wiggle room in that conversation so that you can negotiate for your service. So by proving your value or proving the value that you're providing for this person,
the
unique value that you're selling to this person, that it gives you wiggle room so that you can negotiate. That you can negotiate. The other thing that I wanted to say is that if you really want your business to succeed, there is a certain generation that you need to tap into. There's certain market that you need to tap into.
Okay.
A lot of the money is with people who are 40 and above. Snukweli.
True.
So if you do business with people who are of that age group, won't you get good money?
You will.
You'll get good business, good money. You won't get a lot of shenanigans because 20s, 30s guys are conning each other left, right, center, etc. Anyway, what I'm saying is try to make your business a transgenerational business. That if you are a service provider or providing goods, not just fast-moving consumer goods or just, selling phones and whatever, but whatever business that you're doing, try and reach that market. Try and reach a market that is above your age, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
One, you'll get experience. One, they can share wisdom with you. One, you'll learn how to negotiate really well. Hey, those people know how to negotiate. They know how to bleed the last drop. Okay? So you need to expand your business, that you're not targeting the 25s to 35s, because a lot of companies target that age group, of course, depending on the product and the service.
True.
But try your best. If you're a young person, try your best to reach those people.
Okay. In just the last comment that you have made, then I would ask, there's some sort of perception that comes with someone, in their 40s doing business with someone in their 20s. It's not even being difficult for someone in their 20 to offer a service or a product for someone who's in their 40s. But how do I get to present myself, or how do I get to appeal to such an audience? Because that audience already would consider someone in their 20s
they have a certain perspective.
Perception.
Perception.
I wouldn't want to be in business with such a person.
Okay,
there's a perception of.
They necessarily do not say that. However, if majority of the young people are drinking and being loose and they're not delivering on their work, you call someone, they're still asleep at 11. That's the perception they'll have, right?
True.
So differentiate yourself from the onset, and first impressions do really matter to guys who are older than you. So number one, in fact, why am I giving you these hints? We'll do this on another how to differentiate yourself.
However, look out for that, guys.
Look out for that. Now you see, for example, now your business, how was it dealing with clients who are older than you?
That's why I've actually put that question out there, because it wasn't easy. There's already that clients already arrived with, even when they decided to finally arrive, they arrived with that mentality. But then, when they finally get to see the service and the service that you offer and the product, how you're doing business, they just realize, oh, this is different. So so
it was unexpected. You gave them an experience that they guys who are older have not shared. So you were able to differentiate yourself, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now we will share tips on how to differentiate your service, but of course there are certain skills. Don't ever think that you're complete. There are skills to learn every single day. And unfortunately for us, we're so programmed to think that I'll get these skills from a school. However, this is why mentorship classes, life coaches show up, etc.
Yes.
So that they give you those soft skills. They're called soft skills. So that you can be able to differentiate yourself from any other business. So 10 M-Pesas on one street, but people keep running to yours. Why? Because you've done certain things to differentiate yourself.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we can conclude with that.
Yeah. I think so far I have learned something. I hope somebody has learned something new as well.
Yes, and this is boring stuff.
People don't like
but
it.
It's boring stuff that puts food on your table.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel it was pretty important for us to really understand and get the particulars that we were supposed to delve into. I ran through the top part of it, and then we enjoyed. I remember that. I can look into that. That's really nice. But now I feel like now we are ready. We've got the wheels on the car. We just had the body. Now we have the wheels. The car can finally move to where it needs to go.
Yeah, or actually, let's now prepare the driver to enter the car.
Then there's the driver. And the car will be ready to go.
Huge metaphor. Yeah, speaking of going, so I'll see you later. Hopefully you'll invite me again.
Yes, guys. So we're going to be having this amazing guy here over and over and over. So keep looking forward to those episodes that I'll be sharing with my lovely husband. As you have seen, he's brilliant. He's really brilliant. You are brilliant, babe.
Thank you.
So he's brilliant, and I hope that wisdom has gotten home to somebody out there. So yes, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support so far. Don't forget to subscribe
and share
and
comment. Matter of fact, ask your questions in the description.
Exactly, guys.
The things that you want to learn, we will address them.
Yes. As we say, this is the value moments community. We're sharing value.
Building a value community.
Exactly. So yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye. I wish you all the best in all that you do. See you on the next one.